Okay, so this video is about Sagittarius and Pisces compatibility, and it's been brought to my attention too, right? And the more I'm doing these videos, I'm starting to see that gender doesn't have that much of a significance, excuse me, um, when it comes to these compatibility things with relationships, right? So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start removing the gender from the title of the videos and just keep it focused on the signs, right? So this video is about Sagittarius and Pisces, and it's kind of strange that I would bring that up, the gender thing, in this video because I must say this before I go on, right? And before I do future videos, that Sagittarius is the only sign that seem to be completely different when it comes to male and female. Like, I don't know any Sagittarius males and females that are alike. If you do, please get in the comment box, let me know about it. I'd like to hear what you have to say. If you agree with me, also get in the comment box and let me know what you have to say. So, I know I'm not bugging out. Like, I just have yet to see it, except for the traits of wanting to have their own space from time to time. Like, that is possible, yes. Other than that, I see no similarities between males and female Sagittarius. I just had to get that out there, right? All right, so now look, Pisces and Sagittarius compatibility. Okay, first I want to start by saying when you're young, when the both of you are young, this is going to be a spontaneous combination, and it will seem like it's not even supposed to happen. And it's just going to happen on the humble. So I can tell you to take advantage of that because it's going to be fun. All right. So who's going to turn down fun, especially in their youngest years, right? At the same time, if you really like each other, or if one of you if you like one another, right, it can be detrimental because you're going to start noticing that you're going to start noticing your differences more than your similarities. All right. Because initially, like, just to set it off, like, Pisces and Sagittarius have a lot of similar traits. Now, you may hear in astrology that the highest rating you'll see here and there is like a 3 out of stars or hearts, right, for compatibility. However, when you know each other well and you learn each other, you'll start finding out those similarities are such strengths to the both of you as assets that you start figuring out, okay, you be like, okay, well, this person is just as smart as me, or this person is just as genius as me, okay, because Sagittarius has a better ability of masking that at first. This is something like you won't pick up on their keen ability at first, right? It's something that you learn about them, and then when you pull their code on it, like, yo, I noticed this about you, whatever the case may be, and you start having conversations with them that they don't expect, they will laugh so hard with you, and then they'll start opening up more because they know that you get it. Now, like, you may hear me say in other videos, like, Pisces, or the majority of Pisces, are immoral. Like, they don't really weigh in on what's good or bad. You'll find out that Sagittarius has a way of thinking that way as well. All right. And I think the reason why your Sagittarius significant other or partner, whatever you want to call them, mask that is because they don't necessarily think that the world will pick up on that as a good trait. You understand what I'm saying? At the same time, it may ruffle Pisces feathers because they'll say, well, you're so open to share your opinion about anything else. I don't understand why you would even hide your real natural way of thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because Pisces, from what I know, Pisces are more direct. Like, they'll just say what they feel. However, a Sagittarius will be more opinionated on what they feel. However, can be thinking a whole entirely different thing. And the Pisces will know what they're really thinking, right? So it becomes a weird combination when you start to learn each other. And like I said, when you're young, it's going to be spontaneous. It's going to be moving quick. And depending on where you're at in your lives is where the conflict is going to come up, all right? Because Pisces is more slow, gradual, where Sagittarius is more spontaneous and quick, all right? So the one thing that's going to piss the Sagittarius off about Pisces in the beginning is that they're not going to be aggressive. And this can piss the Sagittarius off because especially after realizing that you share such similar traits, they're going to wonder why. They're going to look at you like you're stagnated. Like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? If this is what you want to do. You understand what I'm talking about? When the Pisces even explain, like, look, because of this and because of that, because we're such in our head and we're thinking 5 different moves and different scenarios and 3 steps ahead, that, you know, we pretty much know why we're not making those certain moves. However, Sagittarius is just not going to fly right with the Sagittarius because of their spontaneous energy. Like, they just won't get it. Now, when you advance though, and you learn each other more, and it's going to be easier for the Sagittarius to understand, because the Pisces will have to move on their strengths in order to prove it to the Sagittarius. You understand what I'm saying? So Pisces, don't be in an element that you're not supposed to be in when you're trying to be compatible with a Sagittarius. All right, get in your element, because then that's when the Sagittarius is going to be like, you know what, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You do this well. Like, you know, stay in that, like, go with that. Like, they're going to encourage you. All right, trust and believe that they're going to support you in that. And you can find them giving you advice all the time. All right. And one thing about the Sagittarius is they're going to be out on their own, right? So Pisces, you're going to have to be able to handle this. Like, for me, it's no problem. You know what I mean? However, for other Pisces who are more, should I say, have their mind set on being together at a long periods of time during the day and stuff like that, you're going to have conflict with the Sagittarius, because they are free to go. Like, they have to go. Whether it's they may work in a different city or a state than they even live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could find a Sagittarius traveling hotel to hotel doing some remote work or something like that, and still want to be in a relationship with you though. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, they still love you. It's just that they have to get away. They have to be on that mission. And this is why I said it's going to be conflict in the younger years if you're not on your career paths or on your goal paths, because they're going to be so career driven. And if Pisces is doing the wrong thing, like just playing around and doing truck driving and shit when they know they're supposed to be doing something completely different, they're going to be at odds with the Sagittarius and their freedom to roam. You know what I'm saying? When in all actuality, later on in life, Pisces is going to want to travel. Pisces gets into travel later on in the years, right? So once a Pisces matures, they get to catch up with the lifestyle that the Sagittarius been wanting to live, been living, and will continue to live. Like, this is just they're a fire sign, all right? So they're going to want to keep on doing what they're doing forever. Like, if there's a such thing forever, they're going to want to keep doing it forever. And that's what's going to actually help Pisces as well, because Pisces believe in forever as well, right? Big dreamers on the forever and the greater things, right? The bigger picture and stuff. So when this happens, you see the compatibility increase, right? And one thing you're going to love about, you notice I have a lot of great things to say about this compatibility, right? Like, I know people are struggling out there, Pisces, Sagittarius. However, if you listen to what I'm saying and you apply these things, your Pisces, Sagittarius things can work. Quickly, before I forget, sex is amazing. And that's what I meant to say in the beginning when I was talking about the spontaneity. And because that energy is going to be there. Like, you were going to click just because of the similarities. And then once you figure out how much you are alike, you're going to understand that there's no control in either one. You're not going to be able to control each other. So once you have that understanding, it's like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's not my victim, or it's not my prey, or whatever the case may be. This is not my toy. Like, this is really my people. You know what I'm saying? So the sex is going to be real energetic. It's going to be often. It can be quickies, like you'll see random quickies anywhere, anytime, like it's like that, all right? And you just got to be able to give each other space, and everything is going to work, right? So, like I said, later on in life, you'll be traveling, right? The mature Pisces, the mature Sagittarius, and what you'll find is, and you'll appreciate about each other, is the generosity, the generous spirit, and charity work, all right? Sagittarius is going to love doing charity work, whether it's their profession to help people, or whether it's they're doing it on their own, like they're successful at their career and they're to that next level where they want to say, you know what, I just want to open up my own nonprofit organization and like, do food drives every November or something like that. Like you're going to find Sagittarius doing that later on in life, right? So Pisces, generous spirit all their lives, you know what I mean? Like to a fault. So they already have the experience of being that generous type of individual. However, when they mature and they understand that a profession that helps people may better themselves than the actual giving, because a Pisces matured is going to be like just tired of giving. They're going to be drained, right? However, they can respect the Sagittarius move to do what they're doing, because Sagittarius has more of a tenacity of being aggressive and doing what they started doing in the beginning of their life, when a Pisces is more like swimming around and trying different things to figure out what it is that they truly want to do. So when a Pisces gets mature enough to know what they truly want to do, they're probably going to be in a profession that helps people, whether it's just being verbal and doing what do you call it, like motivational speeches. Like Tony Robbins is a Pisces, you understand what I'm saying? So that's the type of service or work that a Pisces would dominate in and have a high compatibility rate with a Sagittarius as they mature. All right. One pet peeve, and this is like really the only thing that I have to say that is negative about the Pisces and Sagittarius compatibility, when you, apart from giving each other space, and which I don't think it should be difficult, because Pisces, like Sagittarius, enjoy freedom. So I don't really see how there should be conflict there, unless you're like the jealous type. Like like they say, Pisces is different, right? The one pet peeve though is when you, Pisces, give advice to a Sagittarius. And check this out, right? They will ask you for the advice. It's not like you volunteered this advice. They will ask you for the advice. Listen, what do you think about this? I want your opinion. I need to know what you think, right? Pisces. Pisces is going to go deep down into their chakras and give you the best assessment and the best possible answer that they can give. And Pisces always believes that they're right, and I just have to agree with that. Pisces are always right, right? So you give the answer to the Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius is going to do the complete opposite. So what do? Now that you know this, do you give them the opposite answer of what you truly want to tell them? I doubt it, because it's very difficult for Pisces to just tell a bold-faced lie to use reverse psychology. Like, we're better off just telling you what it is and you decide for your own. However, they'll continue to do it. You'll notice it, you'll pick up on it. What you have to do is laugh. You have to laugh this off, shrug it off as just one of their traits that they're not going to get over. They might ask 10 more people in the same day that same question. And I'm telling you, they're probably not going to pick either one of those answers that they were given. None of that advice are they going to take. They're going to make their own decision at the end of the day. So it's the most irritating thing that a Pisces can ever experience with a Sagittarius, right? So you have to laugh, because you know what's going to happen when you call them on it, and please do. They are going to laugh so hard, and they're gonna tell you, "Oh no, it's not that bad. I don't do that, do I?" And then they're gonna grab your shoulder and they're gonna laugh even more. Please laugh, because it's funny. All right, it's funny, especially if they keep doing it and you do it again. All right. So, did I cover everything? Pretty much, I covered everything. Yeah, pretty much, I covered everything. Now, this is also something that I want to say, right? Oh, we almost there. So I pretty much covered everything. Don't be upset if you're not doing too many things together. And that's all that I really have to say left about that. If you're not doing too many things together and you're on your separate paths, enjoy that, okay? Because when you do get together, you can do the special things, whether it's going out to eat or, Sagittarius, you may not know us, but they are good homebodies. They make good homebodies. You just got to get them there, and you got to convince them that it's a good thing for them, that it's good for their soul, because they need nurturing too. Don't let them tell you that they don't. They need recharging of the batteries too, because they're always on go 24/7, right? So don't be upset because you spend so much time apart from each other, and you're going to have a great relationship, Pisces and Sagittarius. All right, I'm out of here.